Welcome back to Final Score. Keaton Homer along with you. Get ready to end the show. Hopefully your Monday evening is going well. As usual, Final Score presented by Diet and Company of Keller Williams Realty and also by Affordable Used Cars. Right before we went to break, I mentioned that the Minnesota Twins have made an interesting decision to let fans pour their own beer at select so-called beer stations throughout the stadium. I have a big problem with this. Number one, how are you going to regulate how much fans consume? To me, you're just enticing people to get very, very drunk at baseball games. I don't agree with that. You've seen in Major League Baseball, in other sporting events, how overconsumption of alcoholic beverages leads to people acting stupid, obviously, no matter if they're at a baseball game or wherever they might be. And now you're letting fans pour their own beer. What in the world are you thinking? This is going to get way out of hand. How are you? You have to find a way to limit this. It doesn't say in the article that, fans are cut off after, one beer or two beer, whatever it might be. There's no cutoff limit here. I don't get that. You're going to let somebody just keep pouring and pouring and pouring and pouring. Now, I guess the same thing could be said for wanting to, just instead of pouring it yourself, go keep buying it and buying it. There has to be a cutoff point. You can't just let, to me, that's just negligent to let fans take care. I'm going to go get myself another one. Pour it yourself? Are you kidding? That just seems absolutely ridiculous. But Minnesota Twins, they're going to have to rethink that. I don't agree with that. I can't see how you're going to let fans at a Major League sporting event. It used to be that sporting events here in America were family outings. For the most part, they still are. But I think they've strayed away from, Major League Baseball, the NFL, NBA, NHL, have strayed away from that family-oriented view. You have more and more people showing up drunk at games, being rowdy, the rude and crude language that is being used at sporting. It is not a family event anymore. To take your young daughter or young son to a sporting event just to watch the game, I'll be honest with you, it can be dangerous. It can be very dangerous. And it's not dangerous because of the players on the field. It's the guys around you. It's the other 25,000 people in the stands that are making it more difficult to watch. It's not what it used to be. And I don't agree with the Minnesota Twins letting fans start to pour their own beer. And like I said, the article that I have, and it might be different wherever, there's no cutoff limit. There has to be a way that they can cut people off. Has to be. Anyway, I mentioned that the Lord of the Rings interfered with a NASCAR race, and here's how these two are intertwined before we sign it off here tonight. Apparently, on Saturday, there was a NASCAR race, the Coca-Cola 400, which was delayed by rain after major, accidents during the course of the race. Finally, they decided to delay the game a day, or delay the race a day to Sunday. And what was scheduled for Sunday morning on TNT, which the race was being broadcast on, was Lord of the Rings. So a lot of people who are Lord of the Rings fans tuned into TNT, at 8 in the morning to watch a Lord of the Rings movie. And what do they get? NASCAR. And so fans took to Twitter, absolutely irate with TNT, that it says Lord of the Rings is supposed to be airing, but instead they're getting the end of a NASCAR race. I just think it's absolutely hilarious. For some of you who may be old enough to remember the Heidi game, the Heidi Bowl between the Jets and the Oakland Raiders, when Heidi came on the air and interrupted the end of the Jets and Raiders game and you didn't know who won, it's kind of a similar thing here. So, except the exact opposite effect. You tune in to see Lord of the Rings, but now you're getting a NASCAR race. Kind of the exact opposite. Kind of funny, anyway, that Lord of the Rings was overtaken by NASCAR. Anyway, we'll be back on the air tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Hopefully you tune in to GCI Cable Channel 19 tomorrow. We'll get you caught up on all the sports action from this evening and also into tomorrow, I should say, as well here on Final Score. Thanks a lot to our producer, Charles Steigelman, for putting the show together. Does a terrific job as usual. We'll be back here on GCI Cable Channel 19 tomorrow, 5 o'clock. Tune in tomorrow. Good night, everybody.